How everybody doing, y'all? This is day 43 of the YSL Rico case with Young Thug, and y'all, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand, but I'm here to bring y'all the updates and for us to dive into what's going on. And as I pointed out to y'all in previous videos, they don't got no evidence against Young Thug, so they're coming up with any little thing. They got a new law in Georgia that can basically use lyrics and videos against rappers. And that's valid. So, I want to show y'all the live footage of what's going on in the court coverage. So let's dive in, and then we'll come back and give a recap or our final thoughts on what we feel like was going on with the case. To everybody who just joining in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We need to get the likes up so I could push my video and push these type of content out with the YouTube algorithm. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, and y'all, let's get into it. Show y'all this live footage.
Lauren. All right, so someone our jurors for me, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. All right, thank you, Sergeant Ingram. Mr. Bean, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
You are still under oath. Just want to remind you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, jury, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to continue with the presentation of the state's case at this point in time. Slow? All right, I believe I know it's Mr. Steele. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When we were last together on March 4th, Monday, March 4th, 2024, you stated that to several questions you either didn't recall or you did not remember certain statements made on January 22, 2023 to investigator Martin and myself. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I move for the admission of Mr. Williams, exhibit number 197, and ask for permission for Mr. Kokomo, if admitted, to placing.
Can you refresh my memory? What's Williams 197?
The recording between Mr. Bean, Mr. Martin, myself, January 22, 2023, Sunday.
Ted Williams, 197?
Correct.
Any objection to defendant Williams, 197?
Your Honor, I believe that he has to lay a foundation, and there is information at the very end that I would believe would open up the door to the state putting in information that Mr. Williams may not like.
I'll sustain it. I will sustain it as a foundation. Lay a little more foundation.
I did already, Your Honor. I asked all the questions that were asked, and Mr. Bean answered either he did not recall or okay at the very beginning, okay, then it became did not recall, and sometimes he said no.
I remember you just asked me a question about something from last week that I said. From last week, I don't recall.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna admit Williams, 197, no objection. Before we get to the part that I'll just admit it this one time. It can be published as you see fit.
Okay. Your Honor,
Your Honor, there's a portion that will open the door for some things.
what is this?
Well, I think that where the adversary is telling you that there may be an issue with, she'll admit
Your Honor, this is,
Mr. Steele.
yes. But I need to approach because I don't know what is
Okay,
going
why
on.
don't we approach? Why don't y'all, let's talk about it for a second.
Miss Love, the woman on the prosecution side, she ain't to be played with. She is not to be played with. Y'all see Thug in there looking like he eating good. Looking like a swamp lizard. You know, free Thugger. Shouts out the Young Thug and YSL. Shouts out to Melly, man. Free them all. Y'all been watching up to this point. This is day 43, March 14th. And we live. This is actually happening. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Those who just joining or new to the channel, welcome. Much love to you. You can extend the family by hitting that subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. It's free to support and show love and extend the family and grow. And experience this journey with me. Much appreciated. Much love. So to those that's just joining, I'm showing y'all the live footage of the YSL Rico case trial where Attorney Steele that represents Young Thug is basically doing this prosecution thing to Mr. Bean, you know, aka Adrian, AB, Adrian Bean. And what I'm showing y'all is a lot of the YSL members, family, people that support Thug, his defense team. Showing y'all this live, so anybody in the comment section won't say that this is just my opinion. This is the actual footage. You guys can see it and give your own opinions. I love the comments, good, bad. So please leave comments in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feel, what y'all think.
And we'll continue to ask, so just retire to your headquarters and we'll call you back out in about 15 minutes, okay? All right. All rise.
Before the court was 9 minutes and 17 seconds is the point that we were discussing.
Okay, hold on. Just wait. Go ahead. Thank you, Deputy Smothers. Is leftist and Mr. Bean is still outside. Okay, so Ms. Love, you've indicated you all have identified where the portion of the transcript Mr. Steele might want to focus on.
At 9 minutes and 17 seconds, Mr. Steele asks Adrian Bean.
Oh. I just want to make sure Mr. Bean wasn't walking in. All right, 9 minutes and 17 seconds, Mr. Steele.
Do you know him to be a good person is the question that he asks Adrian Bean about his client.
Okay, all right. We'll be in recess 15 minutes. Yes, you may. We'll be in recess 15 minutes. And we'll continue to ask, so just retire to your headquarters and we'll call you back out in about 15 minutes, okay? All right. All rise.
All right, y'all, let's jump into it. Even though this is live coverage, I'm gonna stop the video so, we can kind of get, for those who just jumping in, y'all, to the video who don't really know what's going on with the case, we're gonna elaborate more on what's going on with Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug situation. So basically, they trying to lock Thug up for life, accusing him of murder, gang ties, being the gang leader of YSL. YSL stands for Young Slime Life, for those that don't know. So it's the world versus Jeffrey Williams, aka Thugger, basically, and the YSL members. So as up to this point, we've been having disturbances. That's Mr. Steele right there, Jeffrey Williams, aka Young Thug, lawyer. And I guess this lady on the side of him, she with the team too. So it's like, for months, the prosecution, which is Miss Love and Mr. Bean and they side, they ain't really been able to put nothing on Thug to implicate him to be involved with this big conspiracy. If y'all been watching and following with me, they ain't laid out nothing concrete or showed us nothing to say Jeffrey was dared to do these drug activities or these criminal activities that he's been accused of. So at this point, we are confused about the motives. Like, is this just y'all trying to make an example out of a rapper? Because at the end of the day, if it's going off evidence, Jeffrey Williams, if this is about Jeffrey Williams, we ain't seen nothing yet to incriminate this man. And Thug been locked up for a hot second now. That's why he gaining weight. Got that look to him. Like, he ready to come home. And I could look at him and could tell he being mentally strong, man. He remind me of when I, being in the streets, catching cases, going to jail, having that mindset, that poker face, like, man, listen, man, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna do what I do, I'm gonna get rough, and I'm gonna let this way out until it's my time to shine and get out this situation, get out this jam. That's what I see when I look at Thug. He yawning, he got that swag to him, like, man, it's real light. They can't really do nothing to me but let me go home. So, you know, we had a lot of weird things going on. They tried to submit a goat ritual, allegedly, that Thug did for, you know, the sacrificing or whatever they trying to say he involved with to get his record deal, which a lot of it, like I said, was irrelevant. Didn't hold no weight as far as proving to us that Thug is a killer or that he the leader of YSL or this big conspiracy or this RICO case that they got against this man. So now we fast forward up to the point where you got Attorney Steele interviewing Mr. Bean, aka Adrian Bean, and Bean being straight up nigga through the whole situation. Like, Bean ain't really going, even though he playing for the other side. He ain't playing for the other side. If y'all catch that, he sought the plea deal. He sought the plea deal, Mr. Bean. So I believe he represented by Miss Love. Miss Love is against. She trying to lock up Thug. She trying to prove that Thug is part of this big conspiracy, that he really the king and ruler of YSL and their organization. So when Mr. Steele interviewed Mr. Bean don't remember nothing. He can't recall nothing. He got amnesia. Oh no, man, I don't remember what year I worked. I don't remember what year my kids was born. I don't remember what year I got off from work. I don't know my schedule. Mr. Bean is real hilarious. He adds some flavor to this whole little court movie. Mr. Bean, y'all gotta check him out. Prior to a couple days ago when Mr. Steele was interviewing Mr. Bean. He hilarious. You know, all his responses be, if that's what the papers say, sir, y'all got to check out Mr. Bean. So I like that about him. He not self-implicate himself in nothing. Like I said, even though he playing for the other team, you know, Mr. Bean still representing himself in the way that I see most black dudes from the hood do. You know, the real ones. They ain't snitching on nobody. They definitely ain't snitching on themselves. And they not implicating themselves in these scenarios like Mr. Bean keep doing. Mr. Steele would be like, you don't remember signing this? You don't remember that this officer you interviewed, you told him this, these is your words, your statements, your signature? Mr. Bean replied, be like, if this what you saying, that's what the papers say. But I don't remember that. That ain't my signature. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Because at the end of the day, the narrative is that Ms. Love is using Mr. Bean to help prosecute Thug. But Bean ain't really been too good of a witness, you want to say, or a snitch. Even though he did his due diligence by cooperating and doing his plea deal, he not really being the type of witness. He not really being that type of asset that they thinking that they could use to prosecute. Because really, Mr. Steele plan is to use the Bean situation to help free Thug. Versus they using the Bean situation to make Thug look worse, if you're paying attention. So I love it. Miss Love, which is the prosecuting team against Young Thug, her and Mr. Steele got into it yesterday. Oh man, they had words with the judge. The judge had to check Miss Love and had to check Mr. Steele. A lot of the fans, a lot of the YSL and Young Thug fans don't like that. The judge really let Miss Love have her way a lot. How they seeing it like he giving Mr. Steele more of a challenge and making him go through more obstacles to plead his case and to basically let it be known that Thug is adjudicated and should be exonerated. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing there. they trying to blow smoke, but ain't no fire nowhere. It's like some invisible smoke. So that's Mr. Steel whole vibe about what he doing. Thug whole vibe is, let me go home, man. Like, y'all got Mr. Bean and interviewing him, but he can't even implicate me in nothing. You know what I mean? He trying to protect his own trail while he being interviewed by Mr. Steele. So it's very interesting up to this point. I'm loving it. I'm loving Mr. Steele grilling Mr. Bean. That judge, he hilarious too. He be trying to warn Mr. Bean, like, man, you under oath, man. Don't forget you under oath, or you come in here lying. Don't forget, Mr. Bean, you under oath, basically what the judge be saying. I just think that's hilarious. I think that's great. Because it's like, you know, they still playing a lot of hood code with this case to me. So it's very interesting. I'm excited to see the outcome of what's going to happen. Once again, I'm going to say it to all of my YSL and Young Thug fans and subscribers. Free Thug. I'm with y'all. I don't believe Young Thug. They don't got no evidence on them. So I grew up a firm believer, if you don't got no evidence against somebody, I don't care what they being accused of, you got to free them. You got to let them go. So I believe a lot of this is politics and propaganda. Like I said, they just passed that Georgia law where they're going to use videos and lyrics. I'm quoting them. I also got a video, y'all check it out, where they basically saying that rap albums, the songs that us artists do, because I'm an artist too, that our music is basically our autobiographies, us telling basically we telling on ourselves. We telling y'all that we killers and murderers and drug dealers, and that basically just make us guilty. When at the end of the day, we reporting to y'all our struggle, our testimony, our triumph, our victories, the blessed aftermath, how the Most High used us. It's not just about exploiting the criminal aspect of it. So, you know, a lot of the fans, a lot of people like me who fans of rap or rap artists myself, I'm not a fan of that law or that injustice. I mean, I feel like something wrong with that. Personally, rap is supposed to be an outlet of expression. Something like poetry, right? How you gonna incriminate somebody for expressing something? And listen, it ain't always all the time an autobiography about your own life. You could be talking about your family, people you affiliated with, things that you saw coming up in the game. So at the end of the day, it's not really always about my biography. It's a collective biography, like the Bible. The Bible is a collective. It's not just a one man's truth. It's a truth built into one big truth. That's what makes it so fascinating and beautiful. So y'all, I'm gonna leave this video at that. Much love to everybody. Y'all please hit that subscribe button. So y'all can see that little button light up and do the little it do something when you hit the subscribe button. That energy gonna manifest. So I appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with me. Much love to everybody. Many blessings. Shout outs to everybody. Like I said, everybody welcome on my channel. I don't discriminate. It's all about truth here and learning and moving forward and expanding. So y'all, we getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm really on my way to 10,000. I'm already bypassing 1,000 because we done got there. And y'all, I appreciate y'all, man. Much love to everybody, man, for rocking with me. And I'll be back ASAP to update y'all on moving forward with the aftermath of the Young Thug situation. All right, y'all.